Something that's coming from the concrete, where there's soil underneath the concrete, but this is a rose that grows underneath all the unnecessary stuff that's going on. So we're trying to strengthen our environment. We're trying to make where we come from, how we live, the decisions that we made in the past, we're trying to make them better. We're actually trying to rectify them and make sure that the things that people think about us is not our past, but what we're doing right now.
Well, it's finally here. After weeks worth of work, y'all did the design work, you did the customer investigation, you were talking about what they might like.
Right.
You finally were able to pull the money together, get your first order in, and we got them right here. Walk me through this first EME garment.
Man, this the EME, man. Empower My Environment hoodie, you know what I mean? We got Empower My Environment going down the sleeve, man. We got the line in the middle to show what we stand for. And we got the compass on the back. You know what I'm saying? This is our first hoodie, our first design. We got our blanks from Champion, you know what I mean? So shout out to Champion for helping us get these blanks.
Now y'all went, this is super high quality, and that affected the price, obviously. Why'd y'all do that?
Man, because we premium, you know what I'm saying? We try to, when we put our brand on top of this brand, you know what I'm saying, it gave it another element and another level of existence, you know what I'm saying? So this a premium hoodie, you know, what we put into it, you know what I mean? Like when you buy this hoodie, when you purchase this hoodie, you purchase into the MLK food drive. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, we took some of the proceeds and we out here giving out hot dogs, hamburgers, you know what I'm saying, chicken.
That's what I love about EME, is the focus on the community.
Right.
Is, you know, what are the things that you can bring into the community
Right.
that provide opportunity and hope?
Man,
And this, on Dr. Martin Luther King Day, is just one of the things y'all have been doing. And it's more of a barbecue than a food drive. I love it.
Right, that's why we call it food drive and grill. You know what I'm saying? We trying to bring the culture to the food drive system, man. Get a little flavor in it. How the hot dog taste?
That hot dog's okay, but the chicken rocks.
Man, that chicken rock too, man. We got that good seasoning, man.
Yeah.
And that's what EME is out here, man. We that good seasoning, man. On top, man. Yeah.
Thank y'all. God bless you. Thank you very much.
All right, so you got your garments. You've been working on a marketing plan, and you got a sales plan.
Right.
Tell me about how we're going to actually get these garments out to customers.
In our next event, we got some hoodies on hand. So we basically gonna go to Hardy, throw a little event, and just sell some hoodies, man. Introduce ourselves to the school, to the program. You know what I'm saying? And we appreciate Hardy because they come down an hour to our show every Tuesday, man, and show initiative and we deal with us. So you know, we're gonna go
Two
up there.
professors there have really been good advisors. Andrew and John Wood over there have really kind of helped EME get launched.
Man, they've been there from the jump, from day one. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get down there and throw a little event with them and give them our picture, show them our brand, and show them what we're about.
I know that every time we made a bad decision, that we had a choice to make a better decision the next time. and we empowered our environment. We strengthened our mindset. We had people that was in our corner to help us get through these things that we were going through, and it made us stronger. These two brothers went to prison together. It could have went a lot worse than it went, but they were blessed because they strengthened their mind through knowledge, through just coming together and just becoming greater. And when they were released from prison, it didn't stop them. They kept going and they kept going. And this brand on our backs, it means unity. It means love. A lot of these things are missing in these days and times. Who would agree? There's not a lot of love and unity in this world, if we're going to be honest. And we're trying to change the environment and the way people think for where we're from, because there's a lot of bad things. A lot of times, a lot of violence, and we want to change that because we used to be part of that system. We used to be part of that violence, and the second chance that we're getting, we're using it for our advantage, and we're taking it to a brand that can show everybody by wearing these hoodies, by wearing these masks, by wearing the apparel, you're representing something bigger than you. You're representing something that means change, something means better. I think that what we're trying to do is necessary because it takes people that look like us and look like you guys to get together and make a big change, because it can happen. All we have to do is just stand. Like the brand says, unity with every side. We're not just talking about side of the street or side of town. We're talking about different cultures, different professions, different countries. We're trying to change all that because we remember how the violence and things that we were doing, it hurt people. Now we want to change that. We want to make sure that we go into our communities and we try to produce businesses that our community can flourish and become stronger and greater. We're trying to unite different sides and different gangs to understand that we are stronger together and as helping the community. I know Turtle feels the same way because Turtle been through a lot himself.
How y'all doing? My name Antoine, but they call me Turtle. Man, I started this a long time ago, man. I had been through a few little things. I joined a college called Arkansas Baptist up there in Little Rock. And they kind of took me in, like more than just education or whatever. I had like a real bond with my teachers, the president of the schools, you know what I'm saying? And they kind of believed in me. I had got in kind of a little bit of trouble where my house was like shot up and I ended up losing my child. You know, my child was like shot like 7 times, 4 times in the back of the head, 3 times in the spine, and she was 6 years old. And so, you know, I just, through that moment, you know what I'm saying, I could have crashed, you know what I mean, and just went all backwards and things, but that ain't what happened. I kind of like started going to school heavy and kind of like put my faith in God and tried to, you know, just make a way for myself. I ended up getting a speaking engagement at the penitentiary to talk to some youth. And I ran across a guy named Paul. And it was kind of spooky for me too, because they pulled up in these black vans and they was writing everything. And I was like, man, where y'all taking me? You know what I'm saying? And I thought they was the police or something. I was like, man, what's going on? And then he was like, nah, we going to the penitentiary and you gonna talk to the people. And I ain't thinking I can talk to the penitentiary because I've been in trouble before, so I'm thinking like, man, I can't make it in here. I can't go in this penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? And they like, yeah, you gonna be able to go. Just go in there and be yourself and speak. And so I'm like, man, so they took me in there. And so I let Paul and them speak, and you know, I let everybody speak, but they didn't know that I like knew a lot of people there anyway. So you know what I'm saying? It was kind of easy for me when I got up there and speak, and they seen how the crowd reacted to me. They seen, you know what I'm saying, that I kind of had a bond with the people in there, so they knew that I had a connection to unite people and knew that I can reach out and reach places they probably wouldn't ever be able to reach, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know what this means for us, like, because we come from a whole nother way of life, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is real different from us, like, be able to tell our stories and be able to actually be able to smile and talk to y'all when we had been through so much, you know what I'm saying? Because when you lose a child in that fashion, or when you go through things like that and you don't know which route to go, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you be needing people, and just so happily, you know, this Restore Hope and Harding University was there for me, and so they kind of put me where Paul kind of was like, "Do what you like to do?" So I was like, "Man, I don't know." So he was like, "Well, do you got some friends or whatever?" I was like, "I got plenty of friends," you know what I'm saying? He was like, "Well, do you got any of them that you want to work with?" So I was like, "Man, I got a couple of friends I'd like to do business with and start something with it." And I ended up calling my guys, Charlie Rock and Mac, and my little brother. He ain't here today, and I want to give him a shout out. He had to work. He worked for the state, so he couldn't come today. But I ended up calling them, man, and we ended up starting this movement, starting this brand. You know what I'm saying? We came together. First, it started off us going in there, supposed to have a little class. We supposed to start it off having study and a class and all those things, but it got bigger than that, you know what I mean? And we started seeing that we can do things, you know what I'm saying? And stuff started changing for us. And we ended up podcasting. So when we jumped in that podcasting game, we just did that off of just doing it, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go live and we just gonna see how it go. But man, we end up getting views, man. We end up getting our friends, people start showing us support. Hardy came, man, and it just blew us up to somewhere that we didn't think that we was gonna be. And that's why we're here today. We're here to just show Hardy that they made the right choice and they really are helping in these communities. Like these people, like John is there, man. Like, man, he been to Martin Luther King in our neighborhood called Crunk Park, and you know, in our neighborhood we don't get to see people like these just come down there like that. So it was good for us. So people be like, who is that? Who is that? You know, and I'll be like, man, that's John. He from Hardy. He a good guy. You know what I'm saying? He one of us. And that's how it's going with us, man. And his son and they friends, man, they just been there for us. And that's how we gonna be here for them. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee them that, you know, we're gonna do our best. You know what I'm saying? And we're not, and what we doing here, we doing it from the heart. We're not doing it for nothing that's scripted, nothing that's written, or no game or none type of stuff. All this stuff is real. You know what I'm saying? Like real live people who been through real live struggles, and who really trying to change. And what y'all doing out here by interacting with us and involving yourself with us, it really helped. You know what I'm saying? And y'all changed a lot of things in my life. Like I got a better relationship with family, you know what I'm saying? I got a better relationship with my son because of this, you know what I'm saying? And man, I just like to thank Hardy University and Arkansas Baptist and Restore Hope for what they've done. So that's where the compass come in at. That's why we on north, south, east, and west, man. We want us all to come together as one. You know what I'm saying? And we can fight. You know what I'm saying? Like some people think we can't be strong and fight, but if we come together and hold our hands, we can fight. And you got people out here that'll fight with you if you just you know, get to know each other. So we at this point on building a relationship with Hardy and you guys. We want y'all to know us. We want to be comfortable with each other. So this translates to the neighborhoods. So once your people get to seeing that everybody's comfortable with each other people won't have to feel like, oh, these certain groups don't like us, or this certain group don't like, nah, we together, bro. So that's why we hit them that's why we came with the compass, and that's why we said unity with every side, because John, them, and my guys, them our partners, you know what I'm saying? We don't care what color you is, you know what I mean? We just want to fight evil, people that's wrong, and we the voice to tell them when you wrong, you know what I mean? We was wrong a lot, you know what I'm saying? But that was only because we was miseducated. Like, we didn't know that, you know, white people like us, or we didn't know that a Crip or like a Blood, because we didn't ever give ourselves a chance. We were still living under the old scare of our ancestors and all that, you know what I mean? Like, once we start getting younger and the generation start changing, we start seeing this another type of way. That stuff they was living on, that wasn't it, you know what I mean? And we just hope, you know, we find more people like us, and we can make the world move forward in a better fashion. You know what I mean?
And it take the younger generation to spearhead that type of push. It take the younger generation because you guys have the voice to do it. You guys are the next. You guys are next up right now. So you could push the envelope, because the matter of fact, they gonna have to listen, because just like these movies where the teenagers, Mom, I'm not gonna do what you say, Mom. The parents gonna listen. They don't have to. Jenny, you better stop. You know, the movie says that they're gonna listen. So push the envelope. You got to push the envelope for right, because we've been pushing the envelope for wrong for so long. Let's make a change. let's push this change, because once we push it, they can't stop it. They can't stop it. It's inevitable. It's like a tsunami. It's coming.
Whoa, welcome to the station, man. We got a good event going up here on Martin Luther King's Day. Man, we thank the people for coming through, getting the hot dogs, man, the chicken, man, and this good season and this good flavor from EME. And next week, man, we got a great show coming from the legendary coach Ed Johnson, man. So holla at EME, man, get with us, rocking with the station. This how we living, man, what it is. Whoa.